Does her body count matter?
Absolutely,
Of course it does.
a woman's body count matters. Not that she's going to tell you the truth anyway. That's how we know it matters. We know it matters because they are willing to lie about the count and the amount of sexual partners they have. No matter what, subconsciously, whether they want to lie to themselves or tell themselves some kind of story, they specifically know that their value is tied to that. And that's exactly why they lie about it.
Ladies definitely know in their mind that once they expose how many bodies they have to you, that you will no longer be under their spell. You'll no longer be someone who's willing to just treat her as if she's some kind of innocent princess. That all goes away once you know that she's had this many or that many bodies. That's why ladies won't tell you. But one of the main reasons that her body count matters is because the more bodies she has, the more experiences she has, the less experiences you can give her. If she's already had the craziest, most wildest, most freakiest sex on the top of a balcony somewhere, and then you go up there thinking you doing something, and she's already been there, she has something to compare it to. And if she has multiple things to compare it to, then it's hard for her to find a bond or attach to a man. It's hard for her to pair bond to you because she has so many different spirits and entities and different men's personalities and different ways that they handled her during sex and all kind of things that she might look at you like, this ain't rough enough. This ain't like how Antoine did it, or this isn't soft enough. This isn't how Billy did it. She has all these different comparisons, which in turn is a negative thing because the more things that she has to compare it to, the more unsatisfied she's gonna be with one person. Now, some women will look at that and say, oh, he just doesn't want me to have fun. He just doesn't want me to experience things. You guys have been having fun, and how's that working out for you? A lot of you guys are single. You can't get men. You carry yourself like no one can impress you or nothing can satisfy you. And then when you finally come across somebody who's trying to get to know you, then you don't know how to treat that person because you have so many different personalities attached to you. You know what I mean? So body count matters. She's not going to be able to pair bond with you fellas. And if she does, it'll be for a limited amount of time. And she's going to get that itch to go back to the streets. So the less bodies, the better.
Women love to think that we can read minds and stuff like that. So they won't communicate a lot of what they're thinking and what they want or expect. And the fact of the matter that they have so much of a perspective of so many different partners and what they liked, and it could be sampled from multiple different people and different things. Now they have these expectations from you that are kind of maybe potentially unrealistic. They're just kind of living in this space where they're like, this is what I like, this is what I know, predicated upon their experience. They're just expecting that from you. And this is why we are seeing some of the effects from this today. A lot of women, primarily statistically, on various forms of medication to suppress, control their emotional state of being, different forms of trauma, sometimes various types of depressions and everything. And a lot of this has to do with the type of lifestyle that they lead because they've been trying to follow this narrative that they can do what men do and can have sex like men can have sex and do all of these other things when it tends to work against them. It doesn't seem to work in their best interest. That's why there's a level of shame, it's a level of guilt.
Now you have a chick who's conflicted with a lot of things or wants too many things because she's had too many experiences. This is why you can't wife a chick up that has a lot of bodies. It's not worth it. It is very, very true. Ladies cannot do what we can do. We can go out if we want to. We can have sex with different women. And us having sex with different women, we do not take on the spirit of that woman. We are men. We are the leaders. There are a lot of men who are dating women where you can see her take on certain personalities of some of her exes, some of the things she's learned, you know what I mean, from dating those guys. That personality of that bad boy who smoked a lot of blunts. Maybe she smoked blunts with him a lot. She'll still have that with her. She'll still smoke and have those kind of things with her from that guy. Now imagine all of the other guys, if she has a high body count, all the things she's learned, all the things she's experienced, and this is what makes a woman bipolar or depressed.
because she is housing all of those different energies within her or whatever. And that is not specifically or primarily the design of what that woman's womb is.
It definitely devalues a woman for sure the more bodies she has in a man's eyes. Men are not trying to walk around and be holding hands or taking a woman serious who other dudes got the milk for free. Other dudes had it over and over again, and she's putting you through it, making you the beta or trying to date you and making you wait for it. That's why a lot of women won't tell you, because if you knew, you wouldn't even be in that courting kind of a phase. This is why that phase is starting to die out. And most men are like, look, you coming over? Are we kicking it or what? Guys are getting right to the point because the jig is up. It's just over. Men understand that women are fucking who they want to fuck, and they're putting other men in categories to where they can benefit from that guy. They can use that guy for his car. They can use that guy for whatever his profession or his craft is, while she fucks this guy and goes on trips and does this with this guy and that guy. So now it's getting to the point where a man's not willing to put himself in that situation anymore. Are you going to be down for me or not at this point?
And nobody's interested in playing your game. Clearly, men want to say, hey, like, I'm taking you out on this date. I like you. I probably want to fuck, or I want to build or something.
I'm sexually attracted to you.
And honestly, this goes a lot faster if you just were to be like, okay, that's what you want. I'm not fucking with that. Okay, you want to do that. I don't like you like that. I want to just be on friends. Cool. And everybody can go about their business.
At the same time, it's like, fellas, all she wants you for is your resources and your finances.
Exactly.
But in this world today, it's only okay for her to use you for what you got. You can't want something from her in return in these days. But her body count being super high, guys, you already know you can't wife that, because we know there's more value in the woman with less bodies. There's a higher possibility and a higher chance things will work out with that person with less bodies.
All in all, women know that their value is tied to their womb and their youth and their sexual marketplace value. Having a high body count is equivalent to having high mileage on a car.